Hello friends, and welcome back to the Homesteading Housewife. I am Monica. For those of you that are new to my channel, we have a lot of new faces here today, and we are doing mayonnaise. My recipes are very versatile. They're very to your taste, which is how all my cooking is. So if you want to know how to make some delicious mayonnaise without any of the preservatives, then stay tuned. So you really only need a couple ingredients, and then we can add and subtract, and you can really just play with this recipe as much as you want. You want a room temperature egg, and I cannot stress this enough. Make sure the egg is room temperature. If the egg is cold, your mayonnaise will not set up. It will be a liquefied, nasty looking mess, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I'll just buy store-bought. But we don't want that. We want to do it homemade. So, 1 room temperature egg. Then you want some type of light tasting oil. If you're gonna use olive oil, then get an extra light tasting or light tasting version of it. Another good option is avocado oil. It really does not have a taste to me, so it's really nice to use. Okay, so I just have a wide mouth pint jar because this recipe will make about this much. It'll fit perfectly. So the first thing we want is some vinegar. So I'm going to be putting in about a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. You can also use regular vinegar. You can use red wine vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar. Like, you can really get creative with this. So we have a tablespoon of that. And then I'm going to do a couple squirts of mustard. Probably a tablespoon and a half of mustard because I really like the flavor. And I really like using a brown mustard, a spicy brown mustard, a whole grain mustard even, or a Dijon. I'm going to do a little bit of salt. And then I like to put a little bit of pepper in mine. And then we need our room temperature egg. And then you want 1 cup of your oil of choice. Okay, now this is where it gets fun, and I'll bring you in for a different angle. We're going to be immersion blending while very slowly pouring in our oil. If you pour it in too fast, you're not going to emulsify that egg, and it's not going to become a single product. It's going to separate. So let me show you how I do it. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is blend all this together, and then we're going to start adding in our oil. Okay, and that is all there is to it. And you can see it gives us almost a full jar. So now we go in for the taste test. So you can see we've almost completely, it's about right there. We've almost filled up the whole jar, which is so nice. And it is such a pretty color. Yours may vary. Look at that. Good consistency. But yours may vary depending on the type of mustard you use or if you use mustard at all. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just like all my other recipes, I really try to make it to where anyone can do it. You don't need any special ingredients. And if your palate is anything like mine and your lifestyle is anything like mine, I like to use what I have on hand. So I always like to give those extra tips and tricks to just use what you have versus needing to go to the store, because that's the whole thing we're trying to avoid, is to avoid going to the store and instead using what we have on our shelves already. But that is all I have for you guys. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday. And if you decide to make yourself some mayonnaise, tag me in your social medias so that I can see it. I am active on Instagram and Facebook. So until next time, thanks for watching.